What's up guys, it's Dano here, and today I'm gonna show you how to play Assassin Kayn. So let's go with this. I'll be playing against Sejuani. You want to start with Q first, and let's get to his skill explanation. So on passive, Kayn wields an ancient sentient weapon that battles with him for control, red by melee champions and blue by ranged champions, that are automatically collected upon leaving combat. Once the bar is filled, Kayn can return to base to obtain his form. So in order to obtain Shadow Assassin form, you want to focus ranged type champions, usually on mid lane and bot lane. Filling the bar with red orbs early is fine as long as you don't complete it fully. This means that you can, for example, gain 90% of the red form and then attack ranged type champion to obtain Shadow Assassin form still. Keep that in mind. And even if you accidentally fill the bar red, you can still change the form. You will have to wait 4 minutes until the other form becomes available, reduced by 5 seconds for each collected orb of their type after that. The transformation type is decided based on the highest amount of damage dealt to the respective range type. If the two forms are within 8% of each other, the last champion ranged type hit will determine the transformation. The transformation will permanently change his abilities and you won't be able to change it back. So once you get Shadow Assassin form, Kayn deals additional damage from 12% to 44% based on level of post mitigation damage, dealt against enemy champions as bonus magic damage, lasting for 3 seconds upon entering in combat with an enemy champion, refreshing after 8 seconds out of combat with them or by using ultimate. As for your Q, this is a dash in a target direction dealing physical damage to all enemies it passes through, and then it deals the same amount of damage again to surrounding enemies. With your Q you can dash through walls, so use that when chasing, escaping, or if you want to access the camp faster. Next, your E. On active, Kayn gains 40% bonus movement speed, is ghosted and can ignore terrain collision for 1.5 seconds. Your E can be interrupted by immobilizing effects. Then upon moving through terrain for the first time after cast, Kayn heals himself. If he's not in combat with enemy champions, E duration is increased, and while inside terrain, Kayn has increased vision, although he cannot see into brushes. The healing is based on amount of Kayn's attack damage, and receiving damage from an enemy champion or dealing ability damage to them after the effect is enhanced reduces the remaining duration to 1.5 seconds. The effect also cannot remain active out of terrain for longer than 1.5 seconds and will cancel completely if Kayn basic attacks. Then after obtaining Shadow Assassin form you get additional effects, which I will explain later once I get this form. You will also get additional effect on W and ultimate. So especially early game you should be using your E as much as you can to recover health, and that way you have a nice amount of sustain. Also use it when fighting or after gank. Thanks to E you are very mobile and you can access other camps easily, but the most important thing is that E allows you to gank in many ways, and this allows you to get fed. So I'm going for a gank now. Even if this gank won't be successful, it's still good because I can obtain some blue orbs for my Shadow Assassin. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. So pay attention to bar around Kayn's portrait now. I have received some progress towards blue form after short delay. So if you want to obtain this form very early, just keep ganking bot lane and collect these orbs. Ganking bot lane in general is always worth it, so why not? You are more likely to get fed on this lane as well. Before doing your E, you should be standing close to an obstacle, or else you will get movement speed and the effect will end. So the E will go on cooldown and you want to avoid that. Well, nothing from this gank, but at least I applied some pressure. As for W, after a short delay in which you cannot perform any other actions, Kayn deals physical damage to all enemies in a line in the target direction and slowing them by 60%, decaying over 1.5 seconds. Going back to E, you can also cast other abilities while being inside the rain, so for example W while being in the wall. Oh, there's a ward, I can say that actually. Your enemies cannot see you while being in the terrain, but instead they are being warned by an indicator between Kayn and the enemy champion, as you can see here. Let's use Q to close the gap. And nice, finally first blood. Also gained some blue orbs. Or I can gank bot again. Damn, she recoiled already. One more thing about the passive, the bar gets filled up completely at 500 points. Melee orbs grant 2 points per hit and 6 points per takedown, and ranged orbs grant 3 points per hit and 7 points per takedown. So you can get faster progress for the blue form, though it's easier to obtain the red form because you are more likely to encounter and kill melee champions. But as I said before, it's all fine, you just have to pay attention not to fully fill the bar with red orbs. Instead you should take the last kill on ranged champion before completing the form, and that way you can also get Shadow Assassin. Before Kayn obtains one of his forms, he's pretty weak, so you should be focused on gaining this. Instead of trying something over aggressive, just keep farming and keep gathering orbs, because gaining Shadow Assassin grants you a huge power spike.
We need to regroup. They're the same thing.
Just enough to complete my jungle item. Of course, Blue Smite has nice synergy with Assassin Kayn. You can E like this to save some time depending on the side of the jungle you're heading to. And lastly, ultimate. So in order to use ultimate you need to mark enemy champion, and you do that by damaging your enemy in the last 3.5 seconds. By doing so you can press your active. So Kayn infests a marked enemy champion for up to 2.5 seconds, revealing them with True Sight and becoming untargetable for the duration. You can reactivate ultimate to end it earlier, and upon reactivation of ultimate or at the end of the duration, Kayn dashes out 300 units away in the target direction, dealing physical damage to the target. So you can actually choose the direction in which you want to leave the target, and by doing so you can outplay your enemy by getting away into safety. Let's gank bot lane again, I'm close to obtaining my form. So you want to go in and immediately press ultimate to avoid dangerous ability and ensure that you can get a kill before your enemy flashes or something. There I have it, my form is ready, now I just have to recall to base and select that. Nice, I got her. So always try to predict enemy movement with your W and try to cast your W before you reach your enemy, or if you are not able to reach your target with Q or basic attacks, so you just do W as a finisher. Alright, so Shadow Assassin is ready, the fun begins. By the way, pay attention, when you have better movement speed, you are able to pass more walls at once, because that way you are not spending too much time outside the wall, so the E duration is not ending faster. And as you can see with this form I have gained additional effects, and let's explain that. So as for W, the range is increased by 200, and additionally Kayn conjures a living shadow at the casting position to perform W in his stead, allowing Kayn to perform other actions. This means that you can cast W while casting other spells. It really makes everything smoother, and it feels so nice to play like this. I can kill Sejuani, just have to go in with QW and to avoid the turret aggro press ultimate, that's all. As for additional effect on your E, the cooldown is reduced to 8 seconds at all ranks. Casting E removes slows and makes Kayn immune to them for the duration. You can cast your E for the movement speed to have an easier time avoiding enemy ability, but especially when you obtain this form you can also use it to protect yourself from enemy slows. Additionally, entering terrain will increase the bonus movement speed to 80% for the remaining duration. This really boosts your killing potential, and you should be seeking for opportunities to get a kill from this point. Oh damn, Jin is still there, I thought that he recalled. Yeah, sadly I died. Lastly, as for the additional effect on your ultimate, the ultimate gains up to 200 bonus cast range and emerge range, and additionally emerging from your ultimate resets the passive bonus damage cooldown. Let's go out bot again. They actually have annoying champions for Kayn on bot lane. Zyra can really mess up everything. And as you can see, my E just ended, so my dash was cancelled. Using ult to avoid his stun card, you should be timing your ult whenever possible. Yeah, I tried with my W. Later the W will deal half HP to squishy enemy once I get lethality. He must be recalling somewhere, so I'm going in. Got you. And I get away. So later with lethality you'll be able to just finish someone off while dashing through wall, since W has so long range. Blue buff is really important on Kayn. He's mana hungry. Though he has nice out of combat mana regen, it's not enough most of the times. As for the second cast of your ultimate, so when leaving the target, it all depends based on the situation. You need to think about your own and enemy cooldowns. For example, when doing the combo on a squishy target, you usually want to recast ultimate as fast as possible, but in a teamfight sometimes it's worth staying in your ultimate for the full duration to increase your chances of escaping after, or to avoid some crucial ability of your enemy. So here I didn't have to time my ability, pressing ultimate as fast as possible, and I'm doing E to sustain the longer fight. That way I'm more likely to kill Illaoi. Yay. By the way, you can skip most part of the animation of your Q by standing really close to a wall that you are not able to pass. So instead of dashing, you will instantly deal the damage. This can help you while clearing. Additionally, you can sometimes wait out for your Q and W to refresh during your ultimate, so you can get more kills and outplay. Usually you want to build Duskblade next, but at this point I'm so fed that I think I get more from the Ghostblade movement speed active, therefore I'm taking this now. Yeah, my bad, I thought I can get away. By the way, during your E you can press Ghostblade as well as Edge of Night. So once you complete these two items, you should trigger them both before engaging, because Edge of Night active helps in surviving, avoiding this crucial ability. Since, as you can see, blue Kayn is very squishy, so it needs to go in the right time. Either you can go in fast if you have enough damage, or you should wait till the team fight starts and then you can clean up, finish off everyone. I won't be able to reach her, to mark her for my ultimate. And a nice escape. You see, now I waited and it was worth it with Lux E. Close. In such stage of the game you should be roaming and just seek for opportunities to kill anyone. A. With such mobility you can impact any part of the map, so you should be just looking at the map and trying to do something impactful. Oh, he's split pushing. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, he's dead. See the damage? As I said. Yay, triple. That was good. Could be much better, I re-engaged too fast. Got you, Zyra. Oh, flash. And I got TF as well. Think I'll be able to escape. Ooh, close. I'm gonna flash for him. And nice. Let's go Baron. Even though I have no smite, we should be able to take that. Now with a single E late game I'm able to pass so many walls. And let's go for Sejuani. No need to ult. So greedy, should have backed after killing Zyra. Guess I'm just tired, I'm recording this very late. I actually could have escaped instead of going back. Gonna try to kill Jin again. Oh, there you are. No chance. Then she was harder to kill. Let's go. Hey, and now Jin. He's dead as well. Okay, I think we can win this. Oh, get off me. And nice. Oh, we got him. If we take him down, then that's going to be the game probably. Great. We can't finish the game yet, so just inhibitor and let's push top. Let's try something. Ooh, not how I wanted. Not sure if I'll be able to escape. Oof, I got away. Actually, let's stay. Okay, my sacrifice was worth it. Long game, So that's it, thank you guys for watching, hope that you learned something about Kayn. Leave a like, subscribe, and see you next time.